Millions of us have already been impacted by a cyber attack. On average, one cybercrime is reported every 6 minutes, and ransomware and breaches are causing billions of dollars in damage to our economy. But are we protected enough for what's to come? Nick Nuske, the CEO of VeroGuard, joins me now. Nick, lovely to chat with you today. Thanks for your time. Online access and data is essentially at the heart of our economy, our government, big business, our personal privacy. What are you hearing on the ground at the moment in regards to cyber threats?
Well, I think everyone's awareness has lifted quite dramatically over the past 3 to 5 years because everyone is being impacted by some form of cybercrime, either directly or someone they know. And the estimates that we have from the analysts are telling us that there's almost $8 trillion US worth of economic impact from cybercrimes every year. And that's anticipated to grow to 23.8 trillion by 2027, and that's 28% of global gross domestic product. So it's clearly a very significant issue. The major corporates, the CEOs are saying that it's their number one risk factor that they face in their businesses today, and that's trickling down, of course, to consumers and to citizens.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about that. I mean, the Albanese government has also recognised cybersecurity is a priority. Do you believe government and business postures are equipped to deal with increasing cyber threats like the rise in AI, for example?
Clearly, the emerging technologies, AI, quantum computing, are wonderful opportunities for organisations to do more with technology, but it's also a catalyst for many cyber criminals because they are extremely well funded. I don't think a lot of people know that as a crime, cybercrime overtook illicit drugs somewhere around 2011 or 2012. It's very well organised, it's extremely sophisticated. There's a term that's being used, which is the industrialisation of cybercrime is with us now, and that's because anybody can pick up a kit off the dark web. I don't encourage anyone to go to the dark web, and they can start to operate in a relatively sophisticated way online. So what we're seeing from government at the moment are some great initiatives. We're seeing initiatives around educating people. We're seeing initiatives around sharing and collaborating, but there is some very simple things that are being done in other countries around the world that our government would be able to adopt and be able to make some significant impact towards our objective of being one of the world's leaders in cybersecurity by 2030.
Are you concerned about cyber warfare?
I think everybody is very well publicised by our government that cyber warfare is a significant threat, along with obviously all the other disturbances we're seeing on the ground in a number of regions. But cyber warfare can be actually happening at any time, and it's happening around us, and obviously it complements a lot of the kind of work and kind of attacks that we see that we've known traditionally from military that make sure that you can destabilise economies, you can impact utilities and really create disturbances, you can hit the political systems. And really what I believe that we need to do is that we need to be able to do some significant things within Australia, such as setting much stronger policing around rigorous cybersecurity standards across government and the private sector. We need to establish a really robust baseline for cybersecurity, and we need to refocus the government spending and investments on the kinds of programs that help local businesses develop that capability. Because as an Australian company myself, what I would like to see is that we get given projects like in countries such as Estonia. Estonia only has 1.6, 1.7 million people in total, and yet they're the centre for cybersecurity for NATO. They have the world's leading digital identity capability. And what they've done is that they've made those investments in local capability to be able to defend the country against cyber warfare, defend the country against sophisticated attacks from criminal gangs and nation states.
Very interesting point you raised there. We do have to wrap things up, Nick, but I just wanted to get your thoughts quickly on, I'm sure you've heard of this, about Joe Biden moving to ban TikTok, citing security concerns in the US. Is this a valid concern, do you think?
Look, I'm not an expert around TikTok, but what I can say is that the cyber can be attacked from any direction. And when government has control over the content or being able to reach into the data, there's a very significant issue around making sure that we have systems that we trust, that we're dealing with organisations that we trust, and that we're dealing with people that transact over the internet in a known way. And therefore, any organisation that has not or is not able to be able to demonstrate all of those things, again, back to my points before, we do need to have very strong policing and around our cybersecurity standards and around our cybersecurity expectations for both government and also for organisations.
Very well spoken. Nick Nuske, thank you for your time today. Take care.
Thank you very much for your time.